Swanlings, and welcome to another stream. Yes, I'm saying that semi-unironically now. We don't question. Today's probably going to be a fairly chill stream, just talking, to be honest. But, you know, anything could get interesting. You never know. I don't know. My life turns out not how I expect. So we're gonna let the people know that we're alive. And, I was a dumbass and didn't add this into the, my brain's dying. I didn't add this into the description, but I made a fan server, and as a fate, there is actually a special place, where y'all can go and y'all can, like, there's a special voice call, and even a little mute chat. However, since I do want to kind of limit it to people that actually act as fates, which is just anyone that talks at all in my Berry World streams, you do need to just, like, go to that channel. It's easy enough to find and see. And just be like, hey, I've done this, and I'll be like, okay, cool, and give you the role so you can chat there. So I'll probably be doing that throughout this stream. Y'all can, like, tell each other, that kind of stuff, spread the word, and be like, yeah, because it'd be there. I really should have put my fan server in my own description. I am a fool. And due to me talking so much, I've forgotten to text out that I am alive. It's been a while since I streamed. Mythos is still in the works. I think it's actually about a week, maybe a few days, give or take, away. My next Mythos stream, you know? It's getting there, fellas, and I'm quite excited. Let's see. God, I'm so bad at actually, like, finding the places to post that I'm alive. Yeah, there's a server. Here, hold on. Let me take a bit of extra time to, like, go get the link to my fan server. It's not, like, very special or anything. I've never really had a fan server before, and I made it myself. I don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, we're struggling out here, having a time. And now let me see if I can get on my own stream and post it from my phone. Apologies, you're gonna hear my voice double because I didn't turn off my volume like a fool. Alright, that should link to the fan server if I'm not mistaken. So again, real quick, one more time, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over, y'all are basically fates. Y'all are fates. Swanson here, my character, here's y'all inside of their head. You are like actual Greek fates. I know like in Greek mythologies there's like only 3 or so. It doesn't matter, you're all fates. And in my fan server, you can get a role in the roles channel that's called Berry World Fan, which will let you see the Berry World archive, it's in progress. I haven't managed to, you know, update everything and get everything going, so it's pretty empty. But you will find a channel called Request Fatehood. And you can say, hey, I talk in Berry World streams, which means I'll give you the Fates role, and then you can access and talk in the Fates Council, both the VC and like the little text channel. So that's a special place you guys as Fates can go and talk and that kind of stuff. You can use it during streams, you can use it whenever. It's kind of a cool little perk thing. So I'll be checking that if I remember as often as I can throughout the stream, like to give y'all the Fates roles. My memory is genuinely so terrible. I half the time can't even remember who, like, I've given a moderator role to. Like, I remember enough, like, out of the semblance of the few people I would give it to, but I don't remember if I have or not. And it's a whole, did I actually do this or not kind of situation. So we're having a time. We're having a time here. So please forgive me for my lack of memory ability. So, you know, yeah. All right. I think that is everything. I hope y'all are having a good day, you know, a good time. But I probably should get into character now. Oh, also, one last update. I actually am now in kind of a bit of a room, sort of. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit echoey. I think I might have fixed it. I'm not sure if it's like an echo, like how bad it is since I can't really hear myself. But I'm in actually a room with walls now, so hopefully the sound quality should be better. You shouldn't hear as much of my family, that kind of stuff. So, you know, positive steps, fellas. It didn't take me 25,000 years whatsoever. Having a time. You had bread, that's the highlight of my day. You know what? Understandable. You had to get rid of Christmas Wolf? Wolf stays around all year. It's okay. Alrighty. Also, I am a bit sick. I'm still a bit sick, so if I like am getting the sniffles or I mute, or if I forget to mute, I'm gonna do my best because no one wants to hear me blowing my nose, but I'm sorry in advance if I'm a dumbass. Alrighty, with that I should probably get into character. Yeah, no, I should get into character. Haven't done this accent in too long. Alrighty. Gonna be a bit flaky here for a second. Alright, in character. You know, I never figured I'd actually have so many people hailed and holding sales at once, considering that Justin asked me to be like that warden folk. So I never really expected anything. I kind of expected, like, well, you know, they'd actually be sent there, but I don't know what's up with things. But for now, I had to use this place and all that. Sky's been released. They were released a bit ago. Not like today released, but Fish is still around. I need to drop him off at Dead Man's Harbor at some point. Hello, folk in my head, I guess. It has been a bit, yeah. I've done a little bit of work. Things are a bit more fancy around here. Although it does take me quite a while to actually put anything up, because unlike some of those other places... Well, looks like there's something on my porch, actually. Unlike the other places, I'm kind of putting it up all myself and by hand, so I just recently got the inn furnished properly. I don't know which one of you is, like, coughing inside of my head, but... Anyhow, I suppose I better take a peek at these here. Huh. Okay, and Fish. Suppose this is Fish's copy. Let's see here. Let's go actually give my office some use. Alrighty here. Let's get to reading. Invitation to the New World Ball. Dear citizen of the New World, you are cordially invited to attend the New World Ball. Please make sure to attend the ball with the Grecian outfit, as the theme is the Greek pantheon. Not doing so will result in you not, well, I assume, not being able to attend. This event will be held at Dionysus's Den in approximately 2 weeks. We will announce via the communication towers a bit before the event starts in order for you to be notified of it beginning. Please prepare your costume beforehand as early as now. Be on your best behavior and remember, hail to the New World Order. Sincerely, Yuki Blaze, ruler of the New World Order. Alrighty there. Looks like I got some special instructions as well. Intriguing. Although it seems like I got a fella outside, actually. Yeah, Fish is actually a really good distraction. Whenever my mind gets going too much, they're quite the personality. In any case, who the hell is going around my property?
One's boarded.
You having a fun time going around my property?
Yeah, it's a very nice property.
Were you planning on just walking around and having a tour, or were you, like, gonna introduce yourself at some point?
Well, I didn't know if you were here, and I didn't really want to knock on the sheriff's door and bother you if you were busy, so I was kind of like, yeah, I'll just treat myself around.
Fair, I suppose, so long as you weren't meaning to cause any harm.
No, I was just checking around because, I mean, heard about this place. I heard that it was Wild Western themed, so I had to come.
Yeah, that do be this place, Town Peaks.
Yeah, nice name. Oh, a bank. Oh, the sheriff office.
Yeah,
How
the
did I not?
bank ain't quite fully done yet. Did you miss the sheriff's office entirely?
Yeah.
Would you like to come on in?
Yeah, sure.
Do mind your step.
Lovely. Aw, dog.
Yeah, this here be Lawson. They tend to keep me company.
Nice.
And if you're lucky, maybe Fiend over there in that corner will like you. They keep getting
Fiend.
Yeah, they're a bit of a fiend. They keep getting themselves stuck back here, and whenever I get them out, they just go right back.
I see. What a stubborn bastard.
Yeah, but we love them.
Yeah. Ah, jail cells. Can't open them.
Well, yeah.
What?
They're meant to have a key.
Oh, see. Okay.
I mean, these ain't the securest cells, but I mean, they're meant to be semi-secure at least.
Fair enough. Oh, well, where are my manners? My name is Chris, leader of Antarctica.
Ah, so someone owns that frozen wasteland.
Most of it.
Well, I'm Sheriff Swanson. Sheriff here of Town Peaks, and I don't quite know if that applies to the rest of the place, but I am also the head of the Royal Guard. All that fun jazz.
Oh yeah, the Royal Guard. I sometimes forget about them, honestly, mainly because I don't get in the way of anything, so I don't have reason for them to come near me.
Yeah, no. And also, I don't think we tend to take trips down to Antarctica very frequently.
Yes. Yeah, no. Really, the only people ever come down to Antarctica to either kill mobs, like Lee or Grimes, or, you know, drop people off.
Yeah.
It's really the only reasons people ever come down.
Yeah, this happens to be my office, so.
Nice. I wish I had an office like this. Sadly, I'm in my office is basically the basement of a bar.
Your office is in the basement of a bar. How do you get anything done?
It's called Davern Shuts Up.
Well, that's mighty fair, I suppose.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't talk that much, so not too much of a problem.
Antarctica does seem like a fairly quiet place.
Yeah, if you're not being attacked by zombies and skeletons every couple seconds.
Yeah.
Oh. God, who does wahooed?
So,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sky, for the wahoo. Anyways.
I mean, I suppose I can show down here, too, if you'd like.
Thank you for the... yes, thank you for the follow. Anyways. Lovely. Ooh, armors. Wait, there was this many armors and I didn't...
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I mean, I take my job fairly seriously, so I tend to look at all the things and try to figure out what's the best of the best. I do need to get around to sorting this slime ball material and this prismarine into their category, but...
Can't imagine that slime ball would be that strong.
Everything tends to have its own unique kind of, quirks. It's very difficult to say. Some of these really just have absolutely no benefits, but I can imagine this might actually repel or get someone's, weapon stuck.
True.
Sounds more like a hindrance to both parties, to be honest.
So you just have 2 sets of emerald armor at the ends?
Well, you see, this is not my special set. This is my daily set. And this is my special set.
Very true. Mine, I kind of have just a combination of enchanted obsidian armor and then enchanted emerald boots.
Well, I do tend to specialize a bit in enchantments a bit. There's my setup over that way.
Yeah.
It's what they collect for that tax of theirs.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. I guess you didn't get a freebie on the taxing.
Oh no, I could have.
Oh, you could have?
I
Why wouldn't you take it?
There's no reason I shouldn't pay like most of the other folk. See,
Fair.
I would have been doing what I do best, which is my job, whether or not I was given the authority to do it or not. It just means sometimes I have it harder.
And that's a good way to look at things. Me, Justin just gave Antarctica a free pass on the taxing because we don't really have anything to give over.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the easiest place to live. Seems like that sort of place would need more help than anything else.
We're currently building our own town to the best of our ability.
You hammer.
Sadly, we don't have any villagers like Haven does to help them build.
Well, neither do I. Honestly, it's quite slow going, having to hammer everything together yourself, but I will say it does make for a good set of skills. Honestly, my first shack over there, yeah, no, I had to fix that up quite a bit constantly.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I'll close that door.
It's quite alright.
Yeah. Though I will say, your saloon doesn't have as cold as beer as we do.
I mean, I don't really quite got refrigeration or anything like that, really.
Yeah, they should really, the order should really send us over fridges. Don't send us computers, send us fridges.
Fridges are far more vital than communication, yeah.
Obviously. I mean, we have those telephone towers, so we already have the communication. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, who knows, maybe they'll get on that next. Would be far easier to keep food for longer if we were able to actually refrigerate it.
Yeah, honestly. They'll probably get on refrigeration at some point.
Yeah. But for a bar, fairly like this little joint. It doesn't really see business, but I don't really got much folk around here.
Yeah. Right now, me and Davern are trying to, in our bar, install a piano, but neither of us know how to make a piano. So it's going, interestingly, of two people trying to make a piano who don't know how to make a piano.
Pianos seem to be one of those more difficult instruments if you think about it. Because who knows what inner workings are going on inside of the actual thing.
Yeah. I can play it. I just never had to make one.
I can play the violin myself. I haven't played it in quite some time, but I can play it.
Violin. Yes, violin. That's a good instrument.
I thought so too. You can always the difference of music you can really get from it. It's truly what sold me. I mean, you can do fast fiddle tunes, and then there's the more orchestral feel, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's stairs up here. Interesting.
Well, I mean, the person that ends up running this joint one day should have a place to stay.
Very true. Nice bedroom. God, I will say, your place is way better than ours.
I've been spending a good amount of time learning some interior decorating, not gonna lie.
True. Yeah, we don't really have like we had in the old where we could just go shopping for stuff.
Yeah, no, you gotta hammer and make everything yourself. I've had days spent where I just made those clay pot things.
Oh yeah, those are very interesting to make if you don't already know how to pot. Pretty sure I took a pottery class in high school at one point.
I mean, I just as a kid, you get in the mud kind of stuff.
Yes, I did not do that, see.
Well, that was the closest I got to pottery lessons.
See, what I did as a kid was, what did I do? Pretty sure I just played Wild West.
You played Wild West?
Yeah, like Cops and Robbers, Wild West themed, kind of.
That's respectable.
Yeah, basically me and my friend Kyle, basically, I would, I think I usually played cop, and then he would usually play, robber. And basically he would break into our neighbors' homes and steal their sweets.
You'd actually break into your neighbors' homes, like, that's taking that game to another level, truly.
It was more of his idea for, like, the actual stealing part. I kind of just played along because he was the only friend I had, so...
I mean, hey, at the very least, if you got in trouble, you could just say, I was trying to stop him.
Yeah, later on he kind of got, pretty sure he got arrested at one point. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, that do be how that goes at times. I mean, once you're no longer a kid and you get older, the system kind of doesn't take it as an innocent game anymore.
Yeah, to be fair, we didn't do exactly that much bad. We kind of just, we were teenagers, so we kind of just did teenager things, really.
I've always been somewhat a fan of the West, more so the idealization. You take the law into your own hands, but at the end of the day, they do tend to actually keep to the laws. I mean, unless you're watching from an outlaw's perspective, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
But I never really went for, I guess, the theme until the New World hit, I suppose. I've always had the accent, but...
Yeah, honestly, fair enough. I kind of just... I don't even know what I went for in style. Kind of just... formal, I guess? I don't know.
I mean...
What do you say the style is?
I wouldn't say... It's formal in a sense, but not in the sense of formal where you, like, just put on a vest and, like, suit jacket kind of stuff. It's more like something you'd read out of a storybook, to be honest, and masks as well. Kind of like going for a masquerade, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of get that a lot. The mask kind of just is part of the outfit at this point, honestly.
Fair. I mean, sometimes I wonder if I'd be more comfortable if I covered most of my... I was about to say covered most of my face, and then I realized...
Maybe that's kind of covered.
Yeah, that do be a thing.
Yeah. So you kind of got a mask going for you.
A natural one, then, I suppose.
Yeah, mine's just more... yeah.
Yeah. I just finished up these rooms kind of today, to be honest.
Yeah, they look nice.
Enough for someone to spend a night or so.
Yeah. Probably give them permission to, like, kind of put their own stuff in there if they were living here for longer periods of time.
Yeah, that's why there's enough storage space. Don't have to use it if you're not going to be here long, just need a bed to crash in, but if you do need something, I mean, it's there. The
Ooh, hear me out.
Pretty much the same, yeah?
Hear me out. You could like extend the back area a little bit and make this kind of like, those like motels, but like nice. Kind of like, and you have like a little pond over there, kind of have like a little pool.
Well, that suggestion ain't bad in a sense. I'd rather tend to stay away from water.
Fair enough. You mean you don't have to go into it? I mean, just for others.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll hire someone to do something like that. Them pirates are always seeming willing to lend a hand for the right price.
Oh yeah, isn't there a pirate? I don't remember their name.
Captain Mint.
Ah, Captain Mint, yeah. I remember seeing them at the first New World Order meeting.
They're quite a striking fella.
Well, the first New World Order, run by Yuki, I mean.
Mm-hmm. That was an interesting meeting, to be honest.
That really was.
Bank's not much to look at, to be honest. Haven't quite gotten to decorating it yet, and pretty sure I'm going to redo a good chunk of this interior here, but...
Yeah.
Not to mention make an actual vault.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you have like a vault area in the back yet? Or like...
Not really. There's a place to hold things, but it ain't really hidden. And it ain't really secure, so this is just temporary. Yeah. Plus, there's no one to man this place.
Yeah, you could probably have like a little like underground area where it leads into like more of like an ironed or like steeled off area to store all the money and stuff.
Pretty much is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I never really actually paid much attention to banks and all that sort of stuff, so I don't actually quite know fully how they operate. This will just be for whoever the hell runs it.
Yeah, and let's just hope that no one robs it, unless it's like in like a play fashion where like you're using the bank for like someone to like in a play or like a show like pretend to rob it.
I mean, if someone does rob it, well, they're not going to get fairly far. It's right next to the sheriff's office.
True. Plus, who would really rob me? Actually, I say that, but then again, people were robbed here at one point.
I mean, this place ain't gonna be very costly in means of purchasing goods, so, I mean, the quality ain't gonna be nothing to write home about, so... There's not really much to steal here, to be honest.
Yeah, I will say I do kind of wish that when the stealing of everyone's shit happened, that the justice system we had was a little better.
That's an understatement, truly. From what I hear, it was a true pity.
It really
It was
was.
a
Yeah.
mockery of any form of semblance of a system, truly.
Yeah, whoever put that system together. I mean, then again, there wasn't really a system to be put together because no one actually cared enough to make one.
Which is pathetic when someone's life's on the line, frankly.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we should have had a meeting before the trial to discuss the system, or maybe there was, and I just didn't make it because I was busy with my own town.
If only I was around at the time. I mean, it's not like I wasn't here. I mean, from my understanding, I honestly somehow missed the fact that there were others. I woke up on that main island thing and got the hell off it and somehow missed seeing anyone else. So I went on, on my own way until I finally got, heard word of some election. And eventually I decided to attend one of them, which is when I, of course, came into the picture.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Zeus. I love you so much.
I mean, they're an interesting fellow, to be honest.
Haven't met him yet, so I don't know.
They're quite intriguing. I suppose I could call them funny. Personality-wise, I'm not saying they're someone you should laugh at, but...
Yeah, I mean, hear me out. If you've seen Zeus, question. Was the Hercules movie right on its depiction?
I haven't seen that in so long, and I'm trying to summon the image in my mind.
Okay, so kind of like big guy, white robe, long white beard.
It's kind of more like a blue-white, kind of, like light bluish, very light blue. You could mistake it for white, to be honest. Beard-wise, like hair.
Fair. Probably people didn't, at the time, probably didn't know the tint of blue that it was, so they probably just said it was white.
And, yeah, I do believe they were wearing a white robe. So, fairly accurate, but the vibe they give is not at all like the film.
Yeah. Fair, honestly, I kind of want to one day see Hades and ask, where did people get the depiction of blue fiery hair?
That would be an intriguing question.
Like, I feel like he would know, or just not know at all and just be very confused as to how we came to that conclusion.
I mean, they do tend to have a very wrong opinion of Hades in general. I mean, with the image that was depicted in the mythologies and all that before.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean given they're all like, oh, hell, fire, wow, they probably thought it was maybe an artistic choice.
True. Honestly, artistic choices are everything. Yeah.
Breaking character for a second. Alice, I'm very sorry that you just found out about that. Take some time for yourself, and I hope you feel better soon. And, well, have some time to come to terms. I appreciate that you were here for a while, fella. Okay.
Well, our broken character, let me just quickly say a few things. Thank you for the follow, Ellie. Thank you for the raid, Sky. Thank you for the follow, other people. I think I have absolutely no idea. Anyways, let's resume.
Hold on, I'm also still taking this as a moment to, hey, all you fates in the chat, if I notice you in the fan server and I'm not an idiot, I will give you the fates roll. Because, yeah, I'm good at life. I promise. I promise. I'm very good. Very, very good. Okay. Just scrolling through. This will take me a second because I'm genuinely dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. I also gotta, like, match usernames to, like, other stuff, and it's like, ah, yes, I am good at this. Okay, I think...
Realizing, I think my Twitch notification thing is broken.
Oh no!
One moment. I'm just gonna quickly...
I believe.
Because I'm just gonna quickly copy the link to my stream and just at the everyone roll for my Twitch notifications thing in my fan server.
I see
So yeah,
the
talk to your...
guy talking in the going for it.
Yeah. So let me just... Sorry. It broke.
Yes, Sky, you were technically a Fate, but like as a Fate, I'd probably address you as Neo to differentiate between Berry World Sky and Fate. You can join the fan server if you scroll up in the chat. It should be there somewhere. I can resend it if necessary. And then if you go to through roles in my server, if you get the Berry World fan, you can find the request Fatehood chat. You can request in there. I will get around to it when I'm not dying mentally, and I'll give you that role.
Alright, let's see. Someone's asking me what's been happening. Basically, what has happened is I am visiting good old Swanson here after some other lore stuff that you can go check out the other stream of. I'm just promoting that right now. The VOD will be up on my YouTube channel at some point. Gonna take a screenshot for a thumbnail. Anyways. That has been what is happening. Alright, we all good now?
I think so, yeah. We good. We good to get back in character.
Alrighty, a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Go.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about how people get wrong depictions of gods.
Oh, right.
I wonder. No, hear me out. I think the one god that I personally love this depiction of, because I personally saw it, Hermes, but as Kermit.
You're going to have to I went wrong fucking accent there. Whoa.
You lost your accent there, Swanson.
I need to, hold on, let me find it real quick. Gotta go soul searching. Alright, I've obtained it again.
Alright. Yeah, no, you heard me. You know, Kermit the Frog, the green little Muppet guy.
I've never met Hermes, but I'm now intrigued in ways that make me confused.
Okay, so basically, the few times I have met the god of Hermes, he has been in the form of a Kermit.
So the frog from, like, the television.
Yes.
And a god goes around like that.
Yes.
I wonder which one came first.
I'm gonna hope it was the Kermit first.
That would be amusing. And
I'm
not
gonna
judging Hermes, if so, for taking that. But like,
I really hope Kermit came first rather than a Muppet TV showrunner saw the god of Hermes in a frog form and went, I'm gonna turn this into a show.
I'm half tempted to meet him. Just to see. But I think that's offensive and rude to just be like, hello, God, I've heard many things. And I'd like to see it for myself so I could say that I've lived.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that could have just been a form they were using for a little while. It might not be, like, a permanent one, and they were just doing it for the shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Because, to be fair, gods need some fun.
That they do. Honestly, they've had an interesting time, it sounds like. I mean, for the longest time, they couldn't reveal to humanity that they existed, so...
True. And when they did, interesting things happened. Midas.
That one. I don't know the Greek stories all too well, to be honest. So I've been heading over to that library and reading quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, I know with the Midas one, because I had to read it in high school. I know that Midas was given a gold touch thing, but I'm pretty sure Dionysus. And then Midas was basically...
everything they touched turned to gold.
Yep, like food, clothes, pretty sure his daughter.
Ah, yes. They die within however amount of time it takes you to perish from not getting proper sustenance. I wonder, does, like, if you are chewing on something, would that count too? Or does it have to be, like, touched from fingers, or, like...
I think it was just the hand.
Ah, then technically, actually, someone could feed them and they'd be fine.
And I'm pretty sure in like some versions, I'm pretty sure he like wore like a glove over the hand, so like he didn't have to touch everything to gold.
Well, if they wore a glove over the hand, wouldn't the glove turn to gold and be pretty much impossible to get off?
Yes.
The sacrifices people make.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Accidents
see.
happen, and they are numerous.
Yeah. You know, recently on just another topic, recently I had someone come to me with a proposition, and I'm not gonna say what the proposition was, but like I never really made a decision on it, or more of was thinking about my decision, so I didn't give them like a full-on answer.
I'm listening.
So basically, a person came to me with a proposition of like kind of helping them with like some type of a protest thing or something, and I didn't really know what to say, so I kind of just said maybe. Mainly just because my life has led down a number of choices to where they have ended badly when I do some other things.
So someone came up to you, told you about some protest they were doing, and you're not sure if you want to join it or not?
Basically. Or more of if I did join it, if I made a good choice in doing it.
Well, the way to determine whether or not at the end of the day if you made a good choice is how you feel, truly. But in my opinion, it's also whether or not you followed the laws, which, well, obviously people won't know what I consider to be the laws until they know me enough, I suppose, but usually it's just using common sense and being a decent human being. But
yeah, I mean, it seems to be a peaceful one, so honestly,
that is
if anything goes wrong, I'll probably opt out.
That is one of the things to consider. Is it going to be peaceful or not? Because, I mean, do we really need violence in this world today right now? We got enough of that from the monsters.
Yeah, honestly, violence not really an optimal option.
Things are uncertain in the days today. It's great, truly.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm?
One moment. Out of character.
Out of character, what has occurred?
Sky just redeemed Australian Chris.
Oh no! Australian Chris!
Hello, mate. I'm Australian. How's it going?
I assume you're not doing that in character.
Hello. How's it going, Swanson? How you doing?
Are you in character right now or not?
That's up for debate, mate.
Yeah, but if I do my accent, that means that I'm counting it as canon. So is this canon or not? What is this?
Whatever you choose, mate. Whatever you choose.
I'm having an aneurysm. The accent isn't atrocious, I suppose, but I haven't heard like many accents in that regard.
Australians, wait, chat. How long do I have to do this? How long do I have to do this for?
Sky says.
How long do I have to do this again? It was like 5 minutes, right? To my knowledge.
We have to sit here for 5 minutes while you do...
10 minutes?
10?
I'm changing that to 5, no. That's atrocious.
You're already getting wibbly wobbly on the accent.
We're going 5 minutes. So the time of 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
It's so weird when you try to like...
10 minutes ain't what we doing. We ain't doing 10 minutes of this.
It's really weird to like... My brain is just perishing right now.
Yeah, what you think of my Australian accent?
It's not bad, but it like when you do accents and you say phrases that you're not used to pronouncing in the different ways due to accents, it's always like so difficult and weird. Like thank you or thank you is like weird to me when I try to say it because I haven't said it enough and it's such a short phrase. Shorter phrases are the hardest with accents. That's my opinion at least. Like they're just difficult.
You're very much correct, God, I hate this.
Just sitting here like, oh god, I think we're just gonna be talking out of character until you're done. until you're done. Because otherwise,
Yeah,
you would have been sitting
yeah,
here in this office,
going-
and your quirky little self would have just decided, ah, yes, it is time to bring out the Australian.
You know what? Yeah, no, this is definitely out of character. This being cut out of the VOD, and it is just gonna be posted as a short. You know, redeem. I have to sing in an Australian accent now. What the fuck?
I think your chat is out to get you. Your chat is out to get you.
I'm just singing in an Australian accent.
How have we been sitting here for 40 minutes already?
Alright. Give me a song.
I don't know songs. Isn't Happy Birthday copyrighted?
No, wait, that copyright might end by now. Twitch, give me a song. By the end of the song, we're going over the Australian accent, because I'm pretty sure songs are like 3 minutes long, and we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. What if I just made this equally more difficult for you and actually talked in my accent? So when you're talking, you have to try not to go into this one because you're hearing it.
You know, you might be right on that one, but anyways. Alright, West Virginia. Alright, we're going there. We're going that song.
Alice. Chris is being Australian.
Take me home, West Virginia.
Sorry,
Dude. To the place where I belong, West Virginia.
I'm trying so hard.
That's all I know in that song. So we're gonna be singing for the rest of the time. I sound like Pinky and Pinky and the Brain.
I've never tried to sing with an accent before. That just sounds difficult.
It's easy when it's an accent that you can actually do.
Haha, Sky. I literally make everyone around me suffer in this SMP because everyone is tempted to slip into my southern accent.
You know, mate, you're very much correct on that. You know, like...
I don't know why. Why is it so, like, prevalent? Why does everyone's just like, ah, the true tongue.
Alright, are we done yet? It's been 5 minutes.
I think you're the one that gets to decide that.
I think no, hell of in 5 minutes. I don't know.
Sky, I don't know how to teach accents, but sure I can try. Maybe if I talk around you long enough with it, you'll get it. But that's
pretty sure it's been 5 minutes. I swear. It's had to.
You've suffered enough. You've suffered enough. You've sung in this accent. You're good.
Alright, wait. Alright, yeah, we end in... Oh, fuck. Oh my... Someone redeemed James Gordon. Alright, but don't worry, that's not that long. That's actually very... All that is just me saying, James Gordon! Alright, we're good now. Alright.
What were we talking about before the accent craze?
I have absolutely no fucking idea.
Okay, let's try to retrace their steps. We were talking about gods, we got into Kermit, and then... I don't know what after that.
I think we were talking about... Protest. Yes, we were talking about that thing.
Oh, right, the protest. Right, how did that work?
Yes, the protest in quotes that I
sidestepped out of my chair.
Yes, the protest that I totally didn't in quotes already join. Anyways.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
Nemo! Okay, anyway, back in character, we were talking about the protest.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, action. But yeah, honestly, fighting and violence not really a thing we want, really, in this world anymore.
Circumstances. I mean,
yeah.
With the weaponry we have now, it's definitely up close and personal. And also, how many doctors do we tend to have? We've got one from my knowledge, and maybe a few others that know a few things here and there, but...
We have one?
Yeah, we do. I do believe.
Huh.
I mean, we have some scientists, I think, but I don't know if they quite know how to perform surgeries to, to remove either, like, arrows, or, to stitch up, sword wounds, and it's just a lot.
Yeah,
we haven't
honestly.
seen warfare of the olden days, ever. We've only ever even, known of the modern, and I doubt any of us have ever really been in it. I mean, maybe. I'm not claiming to know people's lives, but it's just something I don't think this world is ready for. So, whatever protest you're talking about, I really do hope they keep it peaceful.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Of course, I wasn't exactly told what it was I told that it was like for a good cause, but I don't think they actually completely said what it was for.
Yeah, I'd demand the details. Make sure it's something you actually believe in and is worth it, you know?
Yeah. Probably, honestly, I probably kind of just said yes because I was bored.
Now that's a dangerous thing, but you seem like the sort to be able to get yourself out of trouble.
Yeah, I've got myself out of trouble other times.
Seems like
Well,
it,
in
to be
the old
honest.
world, anyways.
Yeah, the old world. What a time.
Honestly.
Have you heard about that ball they seem to be thinking of hosting?
No, but I probably would have gotten something. I just haven't been in Antarctica in weeks. Oh, you have another one. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna need it back. The other one's
Oh.
for a fish fella. I don't know if you
of
get
course.
him.
Oh, yeah. Sky told me about that.
Fairly interesting encounter.
Yeah, dear citizen of the New World, you are cordially invited to attend the New World Ball. Please make sure to attend the ball with a Grecian outfit, as the theme is Greek pantheon. Of course it is. Not doing so will result in you not.
I believe
And you
not
not.
being able to attend, to be honest.
Yeah, that sentence kind of just cut off. This event will be held at Dionysus' Den. Of course it is. Everything's held in Haven these days. In approximately 2 weeks, we will announce via the communication towers a bit before the event starts in order for you to be notified at the beginning. Please prepare yourself in your costume beforehand, blah, blah, blah. Be on your best behavior. Remember, hail to the New World Order. Sincerely, Yuki Blaze, ruler of the New World. Ah, lovely. Gotta love Yuki. Honestly, good note.
Seems like us lot have a reason to get fancy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, fancy in a different sense, I suppose, considering your getup.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's a question, because Sky told me about a fish person.
Yeah?
So, are they, like...
They believe that they're a fish.
They believe that they're a fish.
Yes. They look fairly human enough, to be honest.
I see.
The one doctor I know of is trying to do a few tests to actually tell if they are human.
See?
I've had in mind to ask Poseidon if it's theirs, to be honest.
Honestly. Yeah. Why is it that I imagine Poseidon to kind of look like a person, but with like a Hawaiian vacation shirt and like a straw hat?
You've probably seen a rendition somewhere of that kind of vibe.
I don't know why. It's that or like with like a fish head. No offense, Poseidon. I'm just speaking what I think. I don't want to actually insult you.
Yeah, we do gotta be careful about that these days. Half the time I'm like, am I going to say something and accidentally offend someone? Who knows?
Yeah, like every time like I say something like imagine how a god looks, I'm just like, sorry, I don't actually mean that as an insult. I'm just thinking.
Hopefully they understand that we've never seen them before a good amount, so we have nothing but the speculations and the stories that we've heard.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Wait, so question, just because I wasn't told, why? Because Sky told me they were imprisoned here.
Oh yeah, that.
Is there like a reason as to why?
There is, in fact, a reason. It's to set an example, in a sense.
Let me guess, they didn't go with the taxes.
You are exactly correct. They
Of
wanted to
course.
object, and while they weren't the one who, at the end of the day, pays the taxes, the reality I'm pretty sure that both Yuki and Justin realize, well, the Empress, Pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure they realize that Sky does an awful lot of the stuff for Orlate as well. So they also probably figured what they were saying mattered a good chunk. So since he was they were pretty much, saying that they, should refuse the tax, well, that was going against the law, so they were to be arrested and imprisoned.
Yeah, that sounds like them. Ever since that tax law got passed, they've been non-stop arguing against it.
Yeah, no, I had to just outright tell the fella, that was not your smartest moment. That was not the thing to do.
Yeah,
But
like, sure, you can disagree with it, but, like, don't go against it extremely.
I don't know quite what they're trying to achieve, but doing aimless stuff like that ain't gonna achieve anything.
Of course. Honestly, sometimes I just suspect that this guy's just jealous that Yuki won and is trying everything to try and just get rid of her.
Sky don't quite seem like the jealous sort to me, but you could be right. I'm not perfect at reading people by a long shot.
Yeah.
But until, if they want to do something, they need to do it through the right channels and the right ways. We may have had to start over in a lot of things, but we still got our humanity. There's no reason to be acting senseless.
Yeah. Of course, people in this world, back when everything first started, was also chaotic.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't around during a lot of that. I was off on my
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, honestly, some people wish it could go back to the ways with no real rules or anything, but honestly, I feel like we need them. Without rules or
Society
laws.
needs rules and laws, otherwise justice falls into the hands of the people, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there are two sorts of that. There's where justice is in the hands of the people, which it should be, but there's also on the sense where it's not by fair systems established by everyone, it's by systems where someone's done something to you and you gotta get them back and try to get justice. It's by everyone has to enact their own, which usually means there will be unfair things done. Those with more power will, of course, win, and it just gets dangerous and messy. There ain't any order to hopefully keep the majority living in a safe society.
I agree completely.
Order is a necessary thing, even if sometimes the right fellas ain't in charge of it. That's where the people, well, they go in and they make it right.
Completely agree. Glad to have someone around who actually agrees with that.
I mean,
Pretty sure Justin slightly agrees, but other than him, you're the only other person who I've met who agrees.
it's more so just, I've been on the side of order and law for most of my life. I've seen what it does to those who try to escape it, who are outside of it, and I've seen it applied to others, and I've been subjected to the system myself. I have a decent understanding of it, you could say.
Yeah. Personally, I've never really. No, I don't think I've done all too much against the law in my old life. I more of just kind of followed the rules that I needed to survive, really.
That normally be how it is.
Yeah. I will say, the mask was a good touch for later on.
It sounds like you're planning something.
Well, no, basically just the mask that I originally had was more of just like a thing I kind of had that I kind of just had in the old world, and I guess it just came with me and I just decided to wear it more often.
Understandable. This bandana's like that pretty much too.
Oh yeah, I didn't really want to question the bandana.
I mean, it's just really a bandana.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The old world. Well, it's gone now, obviously, but there are still remnants of it, and even this world, of course, is pretty much exactly like it, except we've lost a lot of progress.
Yeah, a lot of it. Is it still raining outside? One moment. Is it? I'm checking. Is it still raining? Can't tell.
It's sandstorming. We tend to get that more often than actual rain. But if you get far enough, I'm sure it'll be raining.
Not that bad. Ever just go out in it?
Yeah. My hair tends to be actually a pretty good shield against getting dirt and dust in my eye.
Fair. I have like little glasses lenses under the eye holes, so.
Yeah, no. You ever just throw sand in the eyes of your enemy? Pretty useful.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, in Antarctica, it's snow that we throw in the eyes.
I don't think that irritates as much, but pretty effective. Cold slap to the face is, well...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one time me and Davern got slightly cut by a monster, so what we did, we didn't have bandages, but we had a lot of snow. So we kind of just put some snow on the wound and let it heal.
That seems like a fairly logical thing to do in a sense. I mean, eventually it'll turn into water and can help wash out the wound, but I mean, some packed snow, packing it, so long as it's fairly clean, it should probably help keep out other infectants, maybe.
I hope it was clean.
I certainly hope so too, but if you're alive, you're alive, so whether the case, it probably didn't matter too much in the end.
I haven't seen Davern in weeks. I should probably check on it at some point.
Yeah,
Anyways.
maybe you should.
Yeah. He's the only person I have down there other than person I haven't actually seen down there yet.
Oh.
Well, technically I have, but like, well, technically I've heard that he's down there, but I haven't seen him down there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was told that Danny didn't make it, but I haven't seen him yet.
You were told that Danny made it?
Yeah, made it down there.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really there when the shipment happened. Call it a shipment. Why do I call it a shipment?
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd phrase when you're talking about a person going about.
Fine. I was about to say delivery. What am I thinking?
Are you sure you're not part of some kind of cartel kind of thing?
No. I would never. Phone runs that. Phone runs something like he runs a business. I'd rather not be in a business with Phone. Just hear me out. With Phone, I would rather. What would I rather do? I would rather. Have you ever been near a volcano? I would rather throw myself down a volcano than work with Phone.
Well, that's fairly extreme.
I don't like him.
Well, then I guess I'll have to meet him at some point to make sure... Well, not to make sure. To see if I understand where you're coming from there.
It's mostly just like, you know, like in the old world, like, you know, like people with business and power kind of manage to, like, you know...
Get out of taxes, evade the law, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and then also for the fact that a couple of times, especially with the mansion raid, he kind of just skipped out on it and then came at the very end.
I don't know
to the point
much about the mansion raid.
Basically, let's see.
I know enough, but obviously as I wasn't there, there's only so much I can understand.
Yeah, raided it, killed some of the illagers. There was a weird guy there, they apparently found some books and shit. And now it's been revamped into a research area.
I've been meaning to stop by there at some point to check it out. Haven't gotten around to it, plus I don't quite know where it is.
I do know where it is. I could probably give you like a map or something, like kind of like a rough map of where it is if you want.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I can mail it over. I think I have an owl.
An owl somewhere, yeah. Can they make it across the sea?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
That or I'll just... We have computers, right?
We do, and I do have one here.
I should have been given one. Hopefully.
Probably. I mean, Antarctica's pretty far, so seems kind of semi-priority to bridge the gap.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope I got one, because if I didn't, then I'm just gonna have to skyway over here again. Which I'm gonna tell you now, the traveling from Antarctica to other places with the skyway is not fun. I usually have to go through South America to where I have to go through a bunch of jungle and mobs and death and death and death.
That does not sound fun. Actually, I'm fairly interested in seeing the place you've been building at some point.
I mean, I'll invite you when we're done.
Yeah.
And when we fill up those creeper holes.
Those are one of the worst.
Yeah, we have a lot of them.
Personally, I hate them skeletons quite a bit. Mostly because, damn, their arrows. Why are they so accurate?
I have absolutely no idea. They're really good shots, really.
Giving me a run for my money.
Yeah. Hear me out. Let's play a competition. You and then a skeleton aiming at targets, seeing which one has more accuracy.
Well, those things only seem fairly interested in targeting living folks, so...
True.
Might be a bit difficult on that one.
Very true, very true. Another question. So, for a tavern name, me and Diamond are thinking of a couple things. Either a play on our town's name of New Circe, or we name it the Davern Tavern.
That last one's pretty good. Your first one would have to be, like, really good to beat the Davern Tavern.
Yeah, honestly.
I've also heard of a place just called Tavern before, so...
Really?
Yeah, no, it was interesting, to be honest.
There's actually just a tavern called Tavern.
Yes, I'm dead serious. They were very proud of it.
Why do I find that so amusing? Okay, now I need to take a trip there. Where is it?
Oh, it's not like here. It was in the old world.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
The missed opportunities. We'll never get them again.
Darn. I think pretty sure like the oh yeah, actually, I did do one fun thing in my old life actually at one point.
Oh.
So like you know those like you know how like throughout America there were like those like abandoned like western ghost towns.
Fairly, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just visited those.
Did you just like explore them, or did you
Kind of just explored them.
ever find any ghosts?
Maybe.
Maybe. I guess that's
Maybe.
a real way to know, truly.
Honestly, actually that's a good question for the gods. Do ghosts actually exist? That'd actually be a fun question.
I've met one.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ona told me about that.
I suppose you've met him too, or at least heard of him.
I've heard of him from Ona.
Yeah, they run the library there in Haven now.
Ah, lovely. Pretty sure Ona said the word phantom instead of ghost, but yeah.
Yeah, I do think it was phantom, but I mistakenly say ghost a lot. I mean, that's just the first thing that comes to mind, to be honest.
I'm waiting for the day someone says poltergeist. Instead of ghost or phantom.
I don't know. I mean, maybe asking Hades would probably be the best answer of, like, understanding how this stuff works, but I don't know.
True. Trying to think. What was I thinking about? My brain.
I do that quite a lot, and it's honestly such a wonderful thing to do when you're having a conversation. You're trying to be serious, you know, I'm an authority in some sense, and it's like, yeah, well, I gotta lay down the law. Let's get talking on it. And then I just lose my train of thought, and I'm just stumbling like, yeah, people can take me so absolutely seriously right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that in front of Yuki one time. Didn't go well.
Yeah, no, I don't... That's one of the worst times, to be honest.
Yeah, very true. Honestly, I don't know why. Why I like Yuki? She sometimes frightens me.
I can say pretty much the same.
Oh, fuck you, Genshin Impact ad.
Genshin Impact, you in particular.
Why does this make so much... I play you. Anyways, Sorry for the ad, everybody. Although, if you did get the Genshin Impact ad, go play Genshin Impact. It's a fun game. Anyways.
Advertising.
Advertising. Honestly. Anyways, resume.
Shit, what were we... Yeah, the Empress, they're fairly interesting, honestly. Good soul to talk to, at least, if you want some enlightening conversation. But sometimes the way they think, it's dangerous, at the very least.
Yeah, like, I'll say, like, if you're looking for an enlightening conversation, go to our Lord and Majesty. But, like, if you just want to have a fun conversation, it's not really gonna happen.
I mean, you seem fairly fun to talk to, at the very least.
Thank you. I don't get that a lot. Most people I talk to tell me to go away.
Why? Did you do something? Like...
No, not to my knowledge. Like, I mean, like, I go to Ona sometimes, and then, like, Ona seems fine with me around, but then, like, or, like, then her, like, what's she? Girlfriend? And then her, like, girlfriend just, like, is just annoyed by my presence.
It's probably one of those instances where you did something, but you don't know you did it, and they haven't told you. So now you're just stuck in this constant thing of they think you've done something absolutely atrocious, but they haven't told you that you've done something atrocious, and you're not aware of it, so you can't rectify the situation.
You might be right, yeah. And then Allie doesn't like me.
Ain't that?
Which I mean, Allie actually kind of has a fair reason to like me, but, like, I've tried to win forgiveness so many fucking times. I've gotten nothing.
I mean, have you given it time? I don't know what happened or how long it's been, but...
A good many months.
Depending on the severity, they might be kind of... Huh.
I mean, what I did was mostly just out of, like, fear, really. Because basically, what I was told to do was tell Allie to say hello to Davern, because Davern's, like, Allie's nephew or something. And then, like, I didn't, mainly out of the fear of Davern was purposefully hiding from his family at the time and didn't really want them to know where he was. So I was afraid that if I told him, he'd run off.
So, basically, what you're saying is that Allie asked you to go give a message to Davern, who didn't want to talk to their family, and you respected the latter's wishes, and now the former's mad at you?
Yes.
And they have been for months, despite you trying to bridge the gap?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't know much about that sibling of the Empress and Justin.
Like, she seems nice, but just, like, I don't get her. I don't get her.
Is any person easy to get, truly?
Yes. Some people are very easy to get.
Alright, fair. Some people are basically the same every single time, but...
Like, let's see, who are people who I'm very easily able to get? Fox. They're easy to get.
There's a fella named Fox?
Yeah, one of my first friends in the world. I mean, they're also probably the only few people on the list have actually seen me without my mask on, and that was purely on accident. Because let me tell you, I don't show many people what's under the mask.
I mean, that is the point of a mask, to hide it. I don't go around showing people my eyes.
You just pull up the hair and just to be like, this is what's under the hair.
I mean, Fish thinks I don't have eyes, so that's interesting.
To be fair, I probably would have assumed that, like, because, like, you can kind of see, like, the one eye, but then you can't really see much of the other, so I probably would have just assumed that there was, like, a scar on the other eye.
I mean, you can guess, but...
Never gonna be told.
Nope.
No?
I don't know. I never know what's gonna happen in the future.
We don't talk about the Tom. Anyways.
Just thought I heard you mutter something, but...
Who knows, really.
Who knows?
Let's walk around more. Sun's out now and the sand's over. Ah, God, it's so bright. Ah.
There do be sun. That's another good thing of having hair like this. It works semi as a hat.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, question. Just out of my wild western curiosity. Do you have, like, standoffs?
You mean duels at dawn?
Yes.
They're illegal here. I mean, legal, not illegal. Essentially, the rules of Talon Peaks. I don't got them listed out somewhere, really. One of them, though, is you're allowed to duel here. However, you must come to me, make sure I know about it, make sure I approve of it so that I can watch over it, just in case you have, like, a bet or something on it. So I can make sure, you know, whatever happens, the proper belongings or things are carried out after.
So theoretically, if I wanted to duel phone,
you could.
All I had to do was ask for permission and I could.
Essentially, yes. I mean, you'd have to make sure I was there watching, too, so I could, you know the outcome, but yes. You'd have to bring him here, and you could have a duel in the middle of the street, with my permission.
I love this town even more than I already did.
Wouldn't really be a western town without duels at dawn now, would it? Or high noon, I suppose.
The possibility. Just my life brighter. What?
My stream is trying to unalive. Maybe. Never mind. It lied to me. It told me it was trying to unalive, but it didn't actually.
Yes, of course. Just you're a live person quick, you know?
I don't know if my internet's dying or if yours is, because you turned robotic for a second there.
Probably yours.
Fun. Seems to be okay now, though.
Alright. Cool. Anyways, Racing. Alright. Yeah. Has anyone dueled you yet?
No. The only sort of duels I'd accept would be, probably like fist fighting, simply because I can't afford to be put out of commission. I have a lot of things I gotta be doing, to be honest. So while I don't want to just say, oh yeah, I'll never accept them, I gotta make sure I'm not, laid up.
Just can't be to the dead.
Yeah. My priority is making sure I'm still alive, because, if I'm dead, I can't really keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I get that. I will say, you have a way better farm than we do.
Yeah, I do seem to have a bit of an interest in green thumb.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so actually, question.
You do have a lot of those.
So have you heard, because I was told about this, so I don't know if you have yet. Have you been told about, like, Godborns?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, lovely. So I was literally told about it, like, a day or two ago.
Yeah, no. Hades told me pretty quickly about them.
Wow, Hades. Wow. Love Hades. Love ya. Love you didn't tell me, buddy.
Hades is a fairly good fellow, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Hades is probably one of my favorites other than Pomona.
I feel like favorites is a weird thing, because it feels like I'm then putting them on a judging scale, but I do very much appreciate Hades' words and, well, company.
Yeah. Just someone makes, like, a tier list for the gods.
I feel like that would have definitely offended someone.
All the gods just see us making a tier list, and it's just like, you're at the top, you're at the bottom, you're in the middle.
Imagine that one is consistently at the bottom. They're going to get offended. That is a horrid idea.
Honestly, it's a horrid idea. But I'm pretty sure people in the old world did it all the time. Just not with the specific ones we know about.
Yeah, but also they didn't know about the gods, so they didn't quite know that there could very well be repercussions in a sense.
True, and we do, so technically we do know that there are precautions. I just went to a slight southern accent there.
Yeah, that tends to happen when people are around me too long. They pick up mine a bit.
To be fair, to be fair, in my old life, I lived in Ohio, which was next to Indiana, where a bunch of people had like a slight countryish accent.
Sometimes
So
all these
technically,
country accents sound fake to me, and it's the most oddest thing.
yeah.
Though it's interesting you mentioned Godborns. You only learned about them the other day?
Yeah.
Well, damn, guess you're late to the party. I mean, bound to be others don't really know, but...
Yeah. I mean, I was only told on, like, who some of them were.
Oh?
Yeah. Like, 2 or 3. That's it, really.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, don't really. Actually, wait. 1, 3, 4, 5.
Well, 5 is over half, maybe? I don't... God, how the fuck do numbers work?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
don't
question
really.
it. It's a number. You know some of them. You
Uh,
know
who,
a portion.
who really knows how many there really are?
Any particular talent you tend to specialize in?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Fighting. Blacksmithing, kinda. Not really that great at it. All my stuff is very roughly made.
Fairly
Not very.
same, to be honest. That's
Yeah,
why
like
I
it.
got Sky to
Like
make me
this.
something.
Like this works, but here, like if I gave you this, you can kind of see like the rough, like craftsmanship of some of like the edges.
Yeah, honestly. This looks better than some of my work, actually. I do better with enchantments rather than actually making it. Although here, this is some fine craftsmanship, actually. I got that
Ah,
made for me.
yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was told about this. I was told that was made.
Honestly, some of the best work I've ever seen. Actually, no, it is. It is. It's not... Can't really question it.
Yeah. Assuming Sky made that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Good blacksmith.
Really good blacksmith, honestly.
Yeah. Although I will say most of my skills are probably more in like. See, in the old world, I was more of a creative person, so I kind of wrote things. Kind of just wrote things,
Perhaps
sang
it
things.
explains your mask. Theater.
True. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you kind of got that right on the nose where the original mask came from, anyways. Let's see. Skills. I'm kind of good at politics. Kinda. I kind of go the route of being honest as possible.
I tend to prefer honesty over lying.
Honestly, who would prefer lying over honesty?
Some people use lying kind of like a shield. Not like I can fully blame such people, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, if the line's like not hurting anyone or like not like breaking anything, it's fine, really.
Part of the kind of mindset is, do they have a right to know? No? Then, well, you're not really obligated to tell folk.
Basically. Yeah. So, question: in like the old world, were you like an actual like law person, or like because you kind of seem like you would be one? That or like you'd be like a lawyer.
No, not a lawyer, but I was a law person, as you say.
Nice. Cop, detective, sheriff.
Former two, both at different times.
Ah, lovely. Gotta love
Promotions
that.
and all that.
Hear me out. Did you ever get to do bad cop, good cop?
Most definitely.
Oh, that's fun.
I've done both. It's quite interesting to switch it up.
Honestly. did you ever just like unironically get a donut just for the bit?
That's a bit.
Like for the bit.
No,
Like in like police movies to where like the cop like always has like a donut on them.
I didn't watch enough media to know that, and now, yeah, I did, but not for the bit. I did it because I wanted a donut.
Fair enough, honestly.
Like,
I feel like if I was a cop, I would have just like ironically done it every day, and just hoped that someone would ask, "Why do you always have a donut on you?" That way, I could just answer it's for the bit.
I mean, there was one fella on the force that was a bit dramatic about donuts, not like in a serious sense. I think they were probably joking. Maybe they were onto that bit that you kind of were talking about.
Honestly, I hope so. Honestly, I really hope that. What is this? Is there supposed to be like? Is this like a thing where like horses are like attached to the front of it?
Yeah, it's just a wagon, pretty much. Yeah, for carrying stuff. They got a bit of a shrine in the works, and sometimes they got to carry supplies out there.
Ah, shrine, you say?
It's not really anything. Suppose I could show it to you. It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
for Hades, eventually.
Ah, yes. We're building a in Antarctica. We're building a snow globe that's gonna have a statue of Pomona in it. Yes, you heard that correctly.
Snow globe with a statue of Pomona.
Yes.
I suppose it's on theme for a snowy place. Really,
Yeah.
right now it's mostly just cave, but it's meant to be kind of like a long garden thing with some decorations and thematic stuff.
Ooh, nice. If you want some money for that budget, I can definitely send some over.
I didn't process why you just said that. I'm sorry, I should have warned you about that drop.
That's good. No, it's just nice to help out. Ah, nice. Seems peaceful. Put like a few more flowers and like a few, maybe like get some like vines growing on the wall.
It goes on for quite a bit, but I haven't gotten it all, I found so much clay down here, genuinely.
Oh my god, that must have been useful. Oh,
I still have a fair bit if you need any.
Maybe. Ah, this is a nice cavern. Oh, hi there, skeleton. Hi.
Yeah, no, be careful. The mobs do like it down here since I haven't got it, well, lit up yet.
Yeah, hi, skeleton. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna walk away from that one because I don't really want to put on my armor right now.
Oh, yeah. I didn't bring mine.
Obsidian armor is very heavy. And I am very light.
I've been thinking of, like, a combination between emerald and obsidian could do pretty good. Because honestly, obsidian's really good at, of course, grounding you. Makes it hard to push you back, and needing to stand your ground's pretty important. But also, it really just makes you very immobile. Can't really move like you need to. So,
yeah, probably like having some like maybe having like obsidian boots or like and then considering the durability. Yeah, considering the durability, probably like an obsidian chest plate and boots, and then everything else can be emerald since that's the more stronger one. Obsidian's just really durable. Yeah. You know what this place could need?
I'm open to suggestions. The main road ain't finished yet.
Yeah. Jokingly, I'm going to say snow, but non-jokingly, maybe in like the areas of like around here, maybe just have like little booths, maybe like a shooting range over in the mountains, so it's like far enough away from the town that no one would accidentally get shot, but like close enough so it's not a far travel. What else? What else could be fun?
I tend to just honestly use cacti as shooting ranges these days.
Yes, of course. Alright, let's go shoot my target.
I mean, hey, I had to practice with the guards somehow, and I didn't have anything really set up that day.
Yeah, true.
So, improvise, adapt, overcome. I had them play tag, too.
I think I'm accurate.
Fairly. You seem to shoot pretty much about the same place each time.
Yeah. Well, I will say my axe is really starting to break. I named it Stormbreaker.
Did you just say it was starting to break, and it's named Stormbreaker?
Yes.
I don't know if that was originally intended to be a pun, but I'm going to appreciate it nonetheless and move on.
Thanks.
Although maybe Sky can do something about that for you.
Maybe. Don't know when I'll see them again, though, but we'll see.
Although, speaking of which, I do need to fucking pay him still. They said they'd remind me. They have not.
Ah, of course.
Like, take my money, damn it.
Good Samaritan, I guess.
Well, it just doesn't feel right to ask for a service and get it, you know, with the agreement of I'm going to pay you for it, and then I don't pay them. I tend to see life as a give and take kind of thing. What I kind of do to others, you know, is understandably expected if it's done to me in a similar circumstance, you know? I suppose you could kind of call it like a karma system.
Yeah, karma system, yeah.
It's kind of just how I see things, so I do tend to try to make sure, you know, I like to be on the positive side of things. Not because of, well, it is because of that belief, but also I feel like that's what makes a fella a decent human sometimes.
No idea. Checking. Do you have it? You should have a clock tower.
A clock tower?
Yes, clock tower.
Just so you could tell when it's high noon?
Yes.
You know what? Because of that, the town hall is meant to be kind of at the end of the street eventually down that way. When I finally get to it, I'll make sure it has a clock tower section just for you.
Ah, nice. Lovely. And here. For when me and Davern start working on our like law area for it, we'll call it Swanson Hall.
Now I feel like I need to extend the favor.
No, you're good. The clock tower is the favor.
You know what? Fair, I suppose.
I get the clock tower, and you get a hall of law named after you.
I suppose the fellas in blue were correct when they said maybe I'd be I don't know the phrases. I do not remember how they phrased it. Golden child of law or some shit. Like,
Golden child of law. Of course.
Kind of the sort you'd put on a poster to represent it or something.
Yeah.
I was the sort that was pretty much a goody two-shoes and they would not shut up about it.
I see. Me, you're not gonna do anything. It's old world. So let's just say as a teenager, I liked to get into a little bit of trouble. I mean, but I mostly blame Kyle.
You mostly blame Kyle. Yeah, those influences do be something.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not gonna lock you up for something you did as like a 15-year-old.
Yeah. Like, oh, we stole from like a. I'm not even saying an actual instance. What's like a gas station? 7-Eleven. We stole from like a 7-Eleven at the age of 15. Oh my god, so awful.
So truly atrocious. You know, nothing has changed from when you were 15.
Not at all. Not like I'm. How old am I?
I feel that.
How old am I? 1 moment. 20, 25? 25 or 26. I don't remember. It was one of those two.
Just out of character, I also was like going to, you know, to continue the conversation, I was going to offer my character's own age, but I forgot that too, so I'm in a similar boat here and totally not Googling my character sheet. Or not Googling. Ah, I found it. Shh.
Yeah, yeah. Gonna look at
We're professionals.
very much professionals, obviously.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
totally.
this moment to be like, hello, Julian, welcome to the stream. I don't know who you were saying hi to, but I'm saying hi back. Sky, Swan was a stereotypical cop. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Does anyone else forget their birthday? I forget my siblings' birthdays, mostly because I only remember mine because I was, it's celebrated every year, kind of. Like it's new.
Okay, there we go. Alright, got the H. Alright, we're good.
Alrighty. Rewind. Let's go.
I think I'm like 25.
23.
Ah, lovely. Ha, I'm older than you. Ha.
Do you got superiority now or something?
No.
Just means you're gonna kick the bucket first.
Right, you're right.
Sorry, I'm wondering if I went a bit too dark there.
No, that's fine. Well, it was nice meeting you. But I should probably get back to Antarctica, make sure Davern's alive.
Yeah, you probably should do that. Give me a call
Yeah.
if you need anything, if you do end up finding that computer of yours.
Of course, of course. Nice meeting you, Swanson, and I hope to see you again.
Same here. Take care. Well, that was an interesting fella. Suppose I should end up reading that second kind of booklet that I also got. Yeah, interesting indeed. Honestly, fairly easy fella to talk to. Wouldn't mind seeing that fella again. Alrighty, let's see. Queen's orders for the World Ball. Dear Zergard, with the World Ball happening approximately 2 weeks from now, you are given orders to guard the event. Please wear your Zergard attire. You may come wearing a Grecian outfit if you want to. I am also counting on you to apprehend anyone who would try to harm myself and my family, and if you must, drag them away kicking and screaming before finally silently executing them for treason. Fella, aren't they supposed to be put in that there prison for treason? I'll ask Justin about it. Not a fan of immediate trial. Or I suppose that would be straight to execution while skipping the trial phase. Not a fan of that. I'm not. Basically, kill them for harming the royal family. I'm counting on you. Don't disappoint me or it will be your head on the chopping block. Sincerely, Queen Yuki Blaze, ruler of the New World. Does sound like I'm gonna be needing to have a talk with Justin about these here orders. I was informed that, well, I do think I recall that there were levels of that there prison meant for different crimes, and I do believe treason was one of them. And yes, that was a threat, obviously. If it's going to be my head on a chopping block if I don't listen, that's very clearly a threat. Complicated, yet complicated even further. Tyrant? Suppose more of y'all are holding that opinion. I don't necessarily disagree. It's an interesting thing, because I agree, in a sense, about some of the acts that this fella here's doing. But at the same time, they haven't outright done quite necessarily anything wrong yet, but the warning signs are obviously there. Well, at least she's up front. Not sure if that's fully good or bad. I'd prefer a fella to be, you know, obvious about what and who they are rather than hide it away. Feels more honest. Yeah, that Empress there is a difficult situation, truly. Sorry, chat, I'm figuring something out. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the kind of... I don't appreciate, well, threats towards my person. I especially don't appreciate... Pardon me. I especially don't appreciate it towards, Hold on. Fucking people. Hold on. Okay. I don't appreciate it when people threaten my guards, or those under me. I don't appreciate threats in general, frankly, but... I don't know quite what the Empress here is doing. And I'm not afraid to ask her to her face. Because why would she threaten or feel that was necessary unless she sensed some hesitance? So I'm wondering where all this is coming from. Even then, why have guards if you don't trust them in the first place? In any case, I think I'll make my way over to Haven, actually. Watch her say it was a joke. That would be... I really don't know how I'd take it if that was the case. That does not seem to be fairly in character for the Empress to just say something like that was a joke. I mean... Yeah, sure, I've heard them talk in, like, casual conversation, but I don't think I've heard them actively joking really before. Do I have a boat on me? I do. Then I can grab my armor and head out. Not that they allow it in Haven, but, you know. Let's see. Why is my mind boggled? This is the organizational system I've had for quite some time. I should probably leave at least Fish's copy here. I'll have to get it to him soon. Yeah, don't threaten them, they may like you more. That is a truth. I didn't grab my armor. An odd sense of humor, yeah. I don't really plan to go out quite as a royal guard right now, although... So I'll grab my Talon Peak shield here. And then we can get going, because I got my armor, I got all the stuff I need. Pretty much ready to head on out. Oh, let me check one more thing. Sorry guys, I had to I'm having to confirm a few things as I'm going, so that's why I go silent and check my phone every now and then. I'm just very bad at multitasking when I'm having to talk, and then if I'm texting something, because that's me processing a conversation, but also trying to form coherent sentences at the same time. It's using the same skill in two different, you know, functions. I just actually realized I kept the beetroots. Whoops. I kept the beetroots on my person. Oh no. That's not really gonna do anything, but you know, beetroot. That's what I feed prisoners. I feed them beetroot soup. Yeah, talking and doing things is hard. Multitasking is not necessarily my forte. Just slaps a person with a beetroot. I have slapped someone with a fish before. I mean, it's not really out of character for me. It really ain't, if we consider what I've done in the past. Wasn't there a character in Mythos who was obsessed with beetroot? I'm not sure, actually. I just put the iced tea away and went to go lay down, and now my older sister needs me to pour her a glass of iced tea. That is the absolute worst. You know, shame on a sibling if they ask you to, get something for them that, and they knew you were already getting it, before, and you just get to sit down, and they're like, can I have this? It's bruh, if you knew before I was doing this, why didn't you ask then? But if they really just happen to miss you, that's just, oof, poor timing. Okay, I don't know who this person in my chat is. How do I don't know if this is a thing to report. But we just remove and fucking time out this person again. Get off my channel, fella. That looks like a link. No. Oh, when you start suffocating in blocks. Oh no. They were in Florencia. I haven't been to Florencia in so long, genuinely. So I really don't remember if there was someone that liked beetroot. I really don't. Ah, I see. Well, if they knew, shame on them. Be nice to your siblings, fellas. Both ways. Don't just be nice to fellas just to be nice. My brain is dead. It's like, oh yes, the good advice, treat people well, but it's also like if you're treated terribly, why should you treat them nice back? Because they're being mean. I don't know. Oh! That might have been it then. They might have just, all they had to eat was beetroot. So maybe the one that was, maybe it was the farmer fella for Florencia that only liked beetroot. That might have been how it went. I know my directions, folks. Yeah. Why is it that that's all I remember about Florencia? Like, I remember a few other things. I know a few other things, but that's the main thing about Florencia now. The beetroot struggle. They only planted beetroot, and one of them really liked it, but one of them also really hated it. I don't even know specifics. You've brought back this memory vividly, then. Also, yes, I'm out of character on these skyways because it's a long way to Haven. It's a long way to Haven, and I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, that is the case. Although, speaking of Mythos, I think my next Mythos stream is about, like, or at least the big one I've been talking about, maybe a week out, kind of. It depends on how fast things go. That's the estimate. I'm hoping, because there will probably be other Mythos streams. I was originally wanting to wait until I got the big thing done, because my next Mythos stream will be the 100th, I think, in the playlist. So it's kind of like, oh, cool, next, you know, the big thing. But also I miss Mythos, so at this point we'll pretend whenever that stream happens that it's the big 100. So who knows that I'm next going to stream Mythos, but for the big thing I've been talking about for a while, you know, that didn't totally take me 2 months because I died unreasonably. Yes, Wilkins, no. The first time I went up to Wilkins, I didn't know they existed prior at all. Like, sometimes, you know, as a content creator, you hear things. I didn't know about Wilkins at all. I go up, their face, this smile scared me. Like, I legitimately got jump scared by walking up to this NPC. Sky turns on music and vibes. I don't have music, like, on a playlist. I don't make playlists. I don't understand my life. Hang out with me on Mythos, coward. I will, Sky. I will. Alright, I've finally gotten here. Finally, I've arrived. Yeah, no. And new. Alright, it's nearly time for me to get back in character. I feel like I have something in my throat, and I don't know what it is, but it's there, and I'm very much aware of the fact that it exists, and it is frustrating. I feel like Wilkins would be the type to either sell you some shady stuff or mug you in an alleyway. I feel like they do both. But I feel like maybe they wouldn't mug you, they'd hire someone else to mug you for a cheaper rate to profit off of your valuables, because, like, it's too much, like, trouble. Or, like, they're too refined, kind of. Like, they wouldn't lower themselves to doing that themselves unless they really had to. Kind of vibe, you know? I gotta go hunt down these people. Basically, I messaged people like, hey, can I join your lore? And they said, yeah. I gotta find them now, and pretend that it was natural, that it happened, and not me finding them, because I'm bad at locating anything and everyone. They might just be up these stairs. I may be delusional. No, they're right there. I am delusional. I had a moment with an NPC recently that I was voice acting. I looked at him knowing nothing about him out of character and said, "This man screams." Yes. Alrighty. I think it's time for me to get in character again.
Get the royal guards as well. Because, people don't really like your mother. I'm afraid they'll try to take you to get to me. You've seen those movies, right? Where they try to take the kids and I had to explain it to you why. Remember that? You guys are smart. Actually, you beans are very smart for your age. I mean, that's expected being the daughter and the
I'll just sit
the
here
children
chat
of
until they
Athena,
notice
so-
me. Because I don't want to like
By the way, do you
awkwardly
know about
insert
that?
myself
What?
into their lore.
First I heard about it.
So we'll just listen in
There's something called Godborns in this world.
and pretend I'm doing something important.
Basically, the children of the gods.
I will
and as you
pretend.
know from the family tree, I'm the daughter
In
of
canon, I'm
Canon
totally
Demeter.
just doing something, important in canon.
So that
but out of
means,
canon,
recently
I'm waiting
I
to
found
be able
out
to insert
which
myself
god
more.
I actually am.
Oh.
I'm Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war strategy. Really explains why your mother is very smart, huh?
Yeah.
It honestly also explained why my babies are so intelligent. You guys are actually smarter from me. You literally started a business, what, like 3 days? And started getting, what? Almost, you beans are almost millionaires. You beans are almost millionaires. No help from me whatsoever. So, that's already a sign. That's already a sign.
I guess we get our smartness from you.
I mean, yeah, but then there's also your dad.
Yeah.
Yes,
Your
I'm
dad was also
just
very smart,
noting in a
so
journal,
it's a
my
combination.
very
miss him.
canonical journal that I
miss
don't
him.
think I properly
know.
updated correctly. Because this journal of mine has been through several rewrites, so
The
like,
thing is, your dad, right?
Mhm.
You know your dad likes to explore. Maybe he's been out, just traveling the world and probably looking for us. And I've already tried to find him. I've had no luck. I haven't heard anything. So your uncle is telling me that it should be fine. He should be, seen. But
Mhm.
yeah. Also, I see the sheriff from the sheriff sitting on the over there.
oh, looks
Do
like my
we
segue
follow?
has come.
I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, come with me. Come on.
Alright.
Close the door. Did you close the door?
I forgot to.
You might want to close the door.
My segue has
I want to
come.
close the door. Go ahead. Alright, let's go. Oh. Well, howdy, Sheriff.
Ah, howdy.
What are you doing sitting down there? What's that note?
It's just a notebook I keep for myself.
I'm assuming you received my letter for that ball, right?
Yeah, that I did. Got it this morning on my porch.
Good. Did you give the other one to the fish fellow?
They're out doing community service at the moment, but I will deliver it the moment they get back.
Alright, then. Good to know. Anyways, aw, you guys are so cute. Sorry, I've been just bonding with my kids. I haven't had really the time because of busyness.
Understandable. Hey, you fellas.
Hello.
This is the sheriff. She is the captain of the Azure Guard. She is the leader.
I like her
Of
hair.
the very same guards that
Thank
I
you.
will severely punish if they don't protect you properly. But anyways, no offense, but mother
Mother's
instinct.
wrath.
Anyways, oh, babies are so cute. Well, anyways, Kitty's asleep, so you don't have to worry about that one. She's in the safest place ever. Well, I guess you could say safe by height standards, but also dangerous by height standards.
I mean,
Anyways,
if she gets angry and wakes up or whatnot, if someone tries waking her up, they could
oh yes, no,
usually push
yes,
them off.
yeah, I'm very, very aware about your sister. What she's like when she's woken up in the morning. She's like your mother. You wake me up at the wrong time. Yes. Anyways, well, why don't we take a roll? Why don't we take a stroll? Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do you want to know, Beans?
Hmm.
Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
You're my mom and dad. Well, your grandpa. I guess you could say he's very known for being. He's very known for being good at good at what he does. He's good at hunting. That is actually like one thing I can tell about your grandpa. Your grandma, though, and I are kind of having a fight right now.
Uh, how come?
I don't know. She seemed afraid of me. No idea why she would be afraid of me, but it's just strange. I might have an idea of why, but at the same time, it's just a thought. Doesn't really matter. It's not factual, so it can't be.
Mhm.
Your Uncle Hades, your uncles and aunties, well, they are, I guess you would say, mm, I guess you could say that your Uncle Hades and, well, your grand Uncle Hades and your grand auntie Persephone are living the best times of their lives in the underworld right now with my cousin Zagreus.
Oh.
Yeah, your Uncle Zag. So there you go. Yeah, that's about it. Poseidon, your uncle Poseidon, your grand uncle Poseidon, though, is like a pain in my side right now because he's been trying to steal this place from me, and I have no idea why when I claimed it first. But okay, your grand uncle says I haven't actually talked to him.
I haven't really gotten to meet most of the people.
As aggressive as
Right.
ever, eh?
I haven't really gotten to meet like them or anything.
Oh, you
And
should. They're lovely people, especially your grand uncle Hades. They're very lovely people.
I'd say like the only few that we've met, I think, is like Hermes and Pan. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Hermes
mean,
and Pan.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
mean,
really.
the thing is, well, you know, like you're, how would I say this? Well, the gods are kind of busy. I will say that right now. You can talk to your grandparents if you want to talk to your grandparents, but all I'm saying is that grandma and mom are having a fight right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Well, the circumstances, I cannot say. I don't think you kids want to hear about anything about politics. I know you beans are smart, but geez. And Noi, I heard recently from a villager or from Bentley, while they were walking around you, that you wanted to conquer North Korea. Wow. I'm just going to say that you really are my child. Just I will say that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be a good
Why?
thing for them. They have their own army. They'll conquer North Korea, claim it as their own. I don't really mind. Just I will even assist. See, that's the thing. If they
Yeah,
want to
I
do
don't.
some expansion work, they will do some expansion work. I don't mind.
I don't even know if I want to get that area anymore.
Oh, it's okay. But if you two want something from mom, okay, you just tell me.
Okay.
You want someone to be kneeling down or anything or whatever you feel like you want to do, you just tell me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Only the best for my little babies. Mom loves you so much.
We are you.
I wish Kitty was here.
I wish Between was here too.
I think she was
yeah.
tired after all those chores she did today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
No.
Yeah, I heard you beans are still doing the chores. You don't have to do that anymore. We have villagers for that.
I know, but it's still fun. We did
Yeah.
it back when we were
You're
back in
probably
the
the only children that love to do chores,
mud.
which
I
makes me
mean,
proud.
I
At the
mean,
same time,
farming.
concerned because you might end up like me, a workaholic. So,
I mean, farming
work.
is kind of fun. So
I mean, well, yeah, your grandma did made us grow with nature, so I guess that kind of just came with you too. So, and we used to plant little carrots together. Remember that? We used to
yeah.
plant carrots. Yeah, we should do that again.
Yeah.
Oh, someday we should do that again. When I get free time from all the work that I'm doing, we'll plant carrots. We'll plant carrots and beetroots, whatever.
You know, even though I was a goody two shoes child, even I didn't like to do my chores.
And yeah, no, these beans raised up on responsibility. I gave them a pet goldfish. The goldfish ended up being fat.
I
The
blame
best
Kitty
life
for
for a
that.
goldfish.
I blame Kitty and Angel for
The
that.
fish couldn't swim. The fish couldn't swim anymore because of how fat it was. It was huge. It was like a balloon.
We didn't
They
make
kept
the
feeding it. You three kept feeding it. I came home from work, right? The fish couldn't even swim in the bowl anymore. It was just sinking to the bottom constantly. I had to take it to the vet because it
No.
kept doing that. Because you kept overfeeding it. Then I realized I thought like something happened bad to the fish. So I brought it to the vet. They just told me, oh no, it's just overfed.
I blame you for that.
I was making sure it was fed, okay?
I believe the reason why you told me you kept feeding the fish is because you liked how it made the little noise. Like it made the little like it kept doing that as you fed it. Like it kept like slurping up the food, the pet food, which is funny. You kids are amazed at everything. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are the golems? Oh my god.
What are they doing?
I think they
These
might
go
be a bit
cramped, yes.
or
There
not
one
got-
of them was supposed to be right here.
I got two of
Alright.
them over in the water the other day.
Oh yeah, no, one of them likes to take a bath.
Mm.
Oh.
I don't know why, but they like to take a bath. Which is
Mhm.
bad though, because they sink to the bottom, then I have to get a villager to clean out the water from inside of them, so yeah, I don't
perhaps
know
they're
why.
having a gathering.
Maybe.
Oh wait, did they ever tell you the story of the villagers one day just having a town hall meeting in one of the houses, and all I could hear was villager noises in one house. I was
Oh.
wondering one day where everybody was, because I was looking at the houses. I tried to visit one of them, and they weren't home, so I had to look over, right? And then one of the houses, all I heard was villager noises and talking
Oh.
in their language. So I went in one of the house, and they were all in there, cramped up together, trying to make space. They saw me, and they ran away.
Oh.
You interrupted their
Uh,
secret meeting.
They probably had a secret meeting,
I wouldn't be
which is
surprised.
very funny. Which is very funny.
Technically, they could have a secret meeting anywhere. We can't really understand what they're saying.
Oh yeah, no, but apparently, according to Bentley, and from what I observed from Bentley, they mildly understand what we're saying now, especially the basics, like "get out," which Bentley understood very clearly now meant that you had to go outside. It
Fair.
took them a while. It took Bentley a while.
That nearly makes it sound like they understood it meant something else prior.
Oh yeah, no. When I told them to get out, they thought that it meant grab me coffee. So when they came back, they got me a cup of coffee. So I was just wondering, like, what am I gonna do with this? I mean, thank you, but why?
I want coffee.
They just looked at me. You're not allowed. No,
Oh,
you're not allowed coffee. No.
Wow.
Can I
No,
Can I have some
you
lemonade?
can't. Yeah, you can take lemonade. Lemonade's good for you, but no coffee. You're 8 years old. And you're already drinking coffee. Where did you learn this? I'm hoping it's not
I
from me.
think
Please.
Dad. I think it was from
Oh
Dad.
god. Oh god, right.
I think Dad left his coffee one day on the table and I
You
accidentally
thought it was
drank.
hot chocolate. Yeah, you thought it
Yeah.
was hot chocolate. Because it looked like hot chocolate, and then when you drank it, you were so hyper. We couldn't. We had to. We had to put you in a booster seat with multiple seat belts because you wouldn't stand still of how hyper you were. But she wanted to run a marathon. That is exactly what it felt like.
I
It
mean,
felt like she.
I can see it.
Well. Anyways. Mom's tired.
Oh.
Jeez. I know it's okay. I'm just like reading some documents and then like, I'll probably go to bed the same time as you guys. So because I'm like I have work to do like later, probably like 3 hours later. But yeah, Well, what else do you want to know? What else do you want to know?
um.
Uh, Honestly, I'm not 100% sure right at the bot.
Oh, oh, wait, hang on. I want to show you something. I want to show you something.
Oh, someone took something. Okay.
Somebody took something definitely from that. It probably wasn't important. What? There's a donkey in the
Oh.
grapes.
The fellow might have gotten hungry.
A
They might
my
be trying.
crown is not. My crown is not food.
They might be trying to communicate.
He tried to lick me.
Maybe they like you.
You know what? Stay there. I'll come back. I want to show you this.
Whoa.
Have you been here?
Uh, no, actually.
No.
Well, this is the oasis. Your Uncle Justice and I decided to make it. This is where we found out we were Godborns.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm this one.
That's pretty.
Yeah, yeah, that's me. Your Uncle Justice is this one.
Oh.
He's the god of war. Explains why he's angry.
Oh,
And
angry.
this is yeah, it's pretty much. Don't tell him I said that, please. Hephaestus, this is your your Uncle Sky,
Oh.
god of the forge. He can well they can make weapons. They can make weapons. Now all that's left is this one, though I don't know who this one is. Goddess of the hunt.
Hey, Mom, if we're all God born, what are we?
Yeah.
You would be demigods.
Oh.
You probably have some part of me. Like the intelligence. You're way smarter for your age. You learn faster. You literally had a lemonade stand business. Took you 3 days and suddenly you're the three of you are millionaires now. Yes, Swanson, it took them 3 days. Lemonade stand, millionaires.
You seem
And
to
they're
have
7
some...
and 8.
I guess we're really good at making drinks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
those kids are smarter than any kids I've ever heard of or seen. That must bring some interesting challenges as a parent, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, we had to give them a lot of things. Their dad decided to culture them in history, which because he was a historian. When I met him in one of my trips actually. Yeah, I met your dad overseas. I was on a business trip. Met him in one of the historical sites, and we stayed in communication. And then I found out he lived in the same place as me. So yeah, there you go. That's how your dad and I met. Um, yeah, he knew how to talk to me. Your dad just knew what to say. Yeah, I miss your dad very much.
We miss
And obviously, he came to all your birthdays, even if he was traveling. He came to every time that I had a new kid. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was always very present. He was always very present. Now you look exactly like him. Actually, you have his hair. You have a streak of my hair. Angel,
Yeah.
you have Angel, you and Kitty have a streak of my hair, and also partially your dad. So it's a nice kind of little combination, I guess.
Me?
I'm wondering who's Artemis, though. It's probably somebody I least expect. I'll
Then
be
how did
honest.
I get my different color eyes?
Oh, funny thing. Your dad has green eyes.
Yeah.
Guessing.
You have something called heterochromia, which basically
Mm,
means one of your eyes has a different color. Your one of your eyes is green, one of your eyes is blue.
yeah, okay.
So that means that your dad's got green
Mhm.
eyes.
For Artemis, it's probably someone that's gone under your radar.
Probably. I'm gonna have to. Actually, who haven't I seen recently? There is one person actually that I've heard of. Do you know anybody named Fox? Kids?
No.
I might, but I don't really know them well. I think I saw them once or twice at like one of the meetings,
Hmm.
but I didn't really get to speak to them or anything.
Funnily enough, I just heard that name today, actually.
How so?
Well, I met one of the fellas down from Antarctica. I think their name is Chris. Some of the like. They
Ah
stopped
yes.
by because they heard of Talon Peaks. They just
Ah
mentioned that they
yes.
knew a fella named Fox. Not much else.
Mhm.
I should go pay a visit. I think I know where they live too. I should probably go pay a visit. Anyways, it's Pandora's Law. Though, because they're a minor, 16 and all, I can't really like tax them. That is the one thing I can do. I probably just have to, gonna have to go pay a visit. Just to make sure. Because if they've been isolated this long, under my radar, that's not good. No, don't want people to make an assumption that they can just go dark like that. Anyways.
This place is super pretty. I'm definitely gonna come here more often.
Well, it's a nice place to relax. I come here once in a while just to think. You can summon a god here. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah, you can summon a god here. Yeah.
Oh.
Any of the gods that are on the podium. Just make sure you know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't
Mm.
summon this one. I'll definitely. Well, I can definitely hear you. Though if you actually start praying to that one,
I think we
something
summoned
that I
these
found
two
out.
too much. We definitely summoned these two a little bit.
Ah, your grandfather. You met
Mm-hmm.
your grandfather, like personally?
In his, no, not in person.
Not really, but we've
Mm.
like
He
heard.
sent his puppy.
Try summoning this one. Try
Baby.
summoning this one. Yeah, this one.
The question is, how would we summon?
Oh, fairly easy.
Ain't there a book in the library that has the proper words?
There is a book in the library with the proper words. Yes.
I can go fetch it if you'd like.
No, remember, you're not allowed to bring the books out.
That is true.
Yeah, let's just go over there. Let's see. Let's see.
Meet you there.
Alright.
We'll just see. We'll just see. We won't actually try to summon them unless.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up.
No! No, you're not. No.
You two are quite fast.
See why they need guards now.
Yeah.
They're faster than you, actually.
Well, I ain't quite fully
Oh,
sprinting,
I-
but yeah.
Well, let's go to the library. We'll summon Uncle Hades. Yeah, I guess it's time for you to meet your grand uncle.
I beat you.
You know, funny
I
thing
was
is,
there.
I've only ever summoned a god once. Most other times they just appeared.
Ah, I see.
Whoa.
Well,
Although I've
you
only
know,
ever
we
really
should-
talked to two.
Well, not as good a time as any. I heard you have a fondness for Hades.
That I do.
Well, yeah, time to see him again, I guess.
They're the first fella
That's
that
a-
I kind of met, to be honest, that was a god.
Let's go. Oh, missed the floor.
Oh.
Are you okay? Okay, there you
Yeah, try to climb the
go.
ladder.
Here you go.
One of the names
There
I
you go.
saw was Apollo. Who's Apollo?
Oh, that's the god of the sun. Okay, try reading that book right now.
I remember
The first one?
I remember Soul saying something about that.
Read that. Open it and read it.
Greet
As loud as
Hades-
proud as you can.
Greet Hades, master of the dark, afterworld, honored host of our beloved dead, husband of fair-haired. I
You
have
need
trouble
help?
pronouncing words.
It's okay. Watch. Mom will show you.
Okay.
Okay. Great Hades, master of the dark afterworld, honored host of our beloved dead, husband of the fair-haired Persephone, holder of the richest of the deep earth, eldest son of the full-hearted Rhea and Cronus of the shining sun. I praise you, Hades, kind one, unyielding one, gracious granter of respite to the suffering, of welcome to those who have passed from our world. I thank you for your gift of shelter and hospitality. In the name of Hades, I request your aid. Please humble me with your presence and enlighten my soul with your wisdom. And then we wait.
Oh,
Oh.
my sword. Oops.
So you're gonna feel a bit of a earthquake shake, but that is just normal. It's because the ground's probably splitting open. So
Oh,
In the name of Hades.
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
wait.
Hold on. Just give me a quick sec. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, there we go. Anyways,
hello, Uncle Hades.
it's nice to meet you once again, young Yuki.
Yeah, come on, you already know what my real name is. But anyways, my children, two of them. Well, the third one is asleep.
Ah,
wanted to
yes,
meet
the
me.
young little grandkids.
Elbow.
We have young little Noid, young little Angel Bean, as everyone likes to call you.
Yeah.
You've got your mother's hair.
And my brains, apparently. They're as smart as me.
And also, Swanson, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again, too.
How are things holding up?
Going fairly well, to be honest. Smooth sailing on building up Talon Peaks and all that.
That's good to hear. Well then,
I just wanted
What?
to talk to you.
I wanted to talk
to
to
know
the
the-
great Hades.
They just wanted to get to know family.
Yeah.
Needed help with summoning, so I had to do it.
Well, what exactly do you want to know, young ones? I'm full of knowledge.
If your first question is, do you have a big dog with 3 heads? Yes, he does.
And yes, the rumors are true. Cerberus is another word for spot. So
His
yes,
dog
I
is
named my giant 3-headed dog Spot, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh.
Do they have
I'm a very...
spots?
far from it. I
It's a
mean,
very
to
big
be...
guard dog.
to be fair, Persephone kind of also pitched in with the name somewhat.
I can understand that. How's Zagreus?
Rather well. He's currently doing his job, doing defenses around the underworld. And well, we're also talking about a few other things that might come into play soon, but
Oh,
in due time you'll know about that.
can't wait to uncover more secrets. I do love a mystery.
Well, it's about your population, but, well, again, you'll figure that out in due time.
Well, knowing who I am, I'm pretty sure I will.
I'm sure you'll be the first one to find out.
Anyways, yeah, this is your Uncle Hades. My favorite uncle, actually. Don't tell Zeus and Poseidon I said this. I'm pretty sure they already know.
We can't really say anything, can we?
They already know, but honestly, I doubt they would even care.
By the way, I noticed 2 of them don't have those markings on your arms. Unlike you have those markings.
Well,
Do
the
they mean something,
markings,
perchance?
well, they do, but I can't exactly really tell you that now.
They are interesting markings because I noticed Poseidon or Zeus don't have these. They're specifically
Well,
you.
it's because, well, I will say this one thing. The markings have something to do with the fact that I'm the firstborn of my father. Which, well, I'm sure you've heard the tales of what he did.
Rules
So,
of monarchy. Usually the firstborn child inherits the throne. You were supposed to be the king.
What would I expect from you? Of course you'd figured it out. Of course,
Yes,
these marks bind me as the rightful king of the gods, but
well,
I
considering that
decided,
yeah,
well,
you now rule the underworld, so
even then, your father, now being the king of the gods himself, is not exactly something that all of the gods agreed to, but it was something that I agreed to. You see,
I do believe my father was one of your friends.
why, of course, we've been friends for years. Generations upon generations, decades upon decades, millennia, you get the idea. If I'm going to be truly honest, I think it's because of the fact that I've actually grown attached to the underworld. Someone's got to keep it in check, and well, I don't think anybody else is qualified to do something like that besides myself.
You're the best person for the position.
And well,
can you imagine if it was Zeus?
Oh no.
oh dear, things would not be as good as they seem. He'd probably let anybody come into there, but there has to be rules, especially in a place where the dead walk.
Yes, there's a lot of dead people there and monsters. I'm still trying to find the place to enter that place, though. I would love to see.
Well, as I told that one over there as well, it's very close to where home is, and well, you'd be standing inside our home.
I'll look around then.
It's more
had a-
closer than you actually think.
I had
If
Don't
I
think
do
don't
find
think it's
it-
in the walls of the library, though. Please do not touch this place. It's actually very beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, it's very this place is, I believe it's warded and guarded by Apollo himself. It's blessed.
Well, not just that. Not just Apollo themselves, but that young phantom fellow that you have.
Oh yeah, and then there's a
Wait,
fairy
what?
cat.
Oh.
There's a ghost in the library, basically. Now, don't
I have a
worry, it's not
friend.
going to hurt you. They're not going to hurt
Thank
you.
God.
They're actually very friendly. You
Oh
come in
no,
here,
oh
you can
no,
have
trust me.
conversation.
They won't hurt you. They're very harmless.
Yeah, they're very
friendly
harmless.
too.
They're not a
Have a
flare,
good
so
I
They can
A
walk
flare?
around. And so if you wanna
Oh.
be you know, you're a what? They're a what?
it's not like they're a flare, so
They're a shade, right?
a form of shade, yes, a phantom, as you would call them.
I had
A
a
spirit,
question.
a spirit that's came back to the mortal
Mhm.
realm to tend to unfinished business.
man.
Perhaps,
Yes?
perhaps young Thanatos could tell you about that more.
God of the dead. Anyways, yes, Beans? What
Roy
is
has
it?
a question.
Question.
Okay, what is the question?
What's Persephone like?
Hard.
Persephone is beautiful, playful, all around a good mother, good wife.
Basically the opposite of your Uncle Hades.
You'd
She's
see us together and you wouldn't think that we would be a match for each other, but surprisingly, we click very well.
They do say opposites attract.
She's very bubbly. Very bubbly. As what you mortals would call it.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of acts like you two in a way.
then she would definitely love you both. She'd probably spoil you both too. I would have to tell her not to give you too much candy or cake. I feel like she'll try to do that, but
But
Oh no, trust me, she very much spoils Zagreus sometimes.
Mom,
What sweet?
but candy.
Candy isn't all that bad, but there's only so much that someone can take.
plus you don't want to go to the underworld for diabetes.
Things in moderation do tend to be best.
Even then, it's not like you have a doctor's office somewhere or a dentist's office, so you don't want to lose your teeth.
I mean, we do have that doctor that's an oral
I
aid, but
don't
then we
think
have
they
to go to oral aid.
specialize in teeth, though.
Yes, they specialize in surgeries probably. But
So it's best to be careful what you eat and how much you eat of it.
You're
pretty
right.
It's very,
sure
very
my colleagues
important.
made a toothbrush before. They actually do work. I do use them. And I believe I gave you three of those toothbrushes. What happened to those?
Oh no.
But as I said before, with the plans that me and my son are currently talking about, perhaps problems like that won't exactly be a problem anymore. Well, let's just say the world might get increasingly more populated as time goes on. You'll know when you'll start to see it.
Oh, that's good. At the very least, it does help with the population crisis because I don't want these beans to get married yet.
Why, of course.
You.
They're very, very young.
Eh.
That-
I'd wait till you're all grown up to consider
When you're
something like that.
the three of you are grown up, right?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna come to me, okay? And what we're gonna do is I'm going to give them a trial, a very harsh trial, until they prove enough that they're worthy enough. Because I will definitely not make them
Yeah, that sounds about right.
take you that easily.
Well, I can't say I wouldn't act the same if I had a daughter. But all I have is my young boy at the moment.
Oh, is
Mhm.
Zagreus not dating anyone?
Well,
Oh,
I
he
guess
is?
I,
Is it?
I guess I could tell you this. They are with someone at the moment.
Oh, who to tell?
Well, I mentioned their name just a bit ago.
Oh. Oh, how very fitting that the god of rebirth is with the god of death.
They've been together for quite some time, and well, of course I approve of it.
That is adorable. That is absolutely adorable.
We Greek gods definitely are very supportive of that kind of stuff.
Oh, Yeah, same with me. You know, despite being a tyrant, as much as people would like to assume, I am very supportive of that as well. Because, well, my child is. But I still love them.
Diversity is everything in this world.
Come here. Hug mom. Hug mom.
Okay.
Us. These beans are my everything.
Hmm.
I will slaughter anybody that tries to hurt a little bit of their head as well.
That's pretty fair.
Well, you know, mother that lost so much has these three left.
You doing all right there, Empress?
See, the thing is, what people most likely to assume is I don't care about these three. I do. They are possibly the the three people you could probably take from me. That I will literally fight the entire stand of. Basically, what I'm saying is, I would rather lose my crown than lose these three. I'm not a monster. I would never hurt a hair on my children's heads. They mean to the world to me.
I didn't think
Which
you
is why I'm.
would.
Oh, that's what people would assume because of how I've acted. That, oh, yes, the queen would probably hurt her own children. No, never.
Your instructions kind of clearly told me, how it actually was,
Yes.
Empress.
Because enemies will eventually, well, try to. Especially if they knew that my children are the most important gemstones to me. No amount of treasure or crown will ever compare to these three. That's why I'm giving you those instructions. I don't want people to get any ideas.
I'm aware,
Because
Empress.
because if they so much as try, I will do it myself.
Don't think they're safe in the underworld either. Hurting is, well, what you mortals would call a big, big sin. And well,
They're
if
young.
anyone even tries to do something remotely like that as well, they exactly won't be greeted well when they come to the underworld.
Of course, they're children. They don't deserve to be part of this. That's why I'm doing everything that I can to keep them safe. They're free to roam, obviously. They're free to roam wherever they please, so long as they know they're dangerous by themselves. I've given them that much freedom. They're little explorers. They can do as they. But if anybody tries to get the ideas about taking them, they won't be greeted with mercy from me.
All I have to ask is, why the threat, Empress? I'm being vague on purpose, but you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm expecting high things from you.
I
Very big.
understand that, but do you not trust? Is there something that has been done that I need to know about?
Trust is. Well, if I may be blunt with you, trust is for fools. There will be people that will, well, betray that. Especially if the scenario benefits them. I've had it happen to me before. I will never let it happen to me again.
That's fair.
I'm in the belief that trust is for fools. Fear is the only way to make things happen. You know, when you instill fear in people, they dare not to do things to you. They're too scared to do so.
Boop.
Which is why I do it. I make sure I make it very clear that I am not to be messed with, nor am I weak. Just because I have kids.
Is the
Though I
world...
will say...
Apologies, continue.
No, please.
Is the world not something we want to build in a direction that means that people can live without having to fear that kind of thing? Without having to go to that kind of extent?
Well, to put it bluntly, we can. Definitely. If, the circumstances had pleased me before, but at the same time, I don't want to take risks. You let someone close inside of your walls and they break you down again.
I see. Then
If
again,
the circumstances were different, I would be not ruling this way, but learning from your past is something that you should take account to.
you've made some fair points, so I'll just...
I have faith in you, Susan. I have only the highest respect for you for what you do. Your morals, they're very clear, crisp and clear, actually, which is why I'm not expecting you to betray me. And if, let's say, someone on the guard, this is mostly reference to someone on the guard, you may punish them as you please. You may not kill them if that's too harsh for you, but I will expect that they will be severely punished for even laying a finger on my children.
I see.
So, Swanson, I do trust you in its fullest. That threat was meant to be for others.
I still don't tend to appreciate threats, but I understand, and you made fairly good points. Thank you for talking that out with me.
No problem. Anyways, also Uncle Hades, I saw that you snuck cookies to the beans.
Doesn't hurt to have a little bit of sugar.
Of course, but they eventually just don't give them coffee. I'm keeping them.
Oh, not to worry. As soon as something enters the system, I can easily take it away. It's not very hard to do something like that, especially when you're a god like myself. And don't worry, they're not hurt.
Of course. I'm just protective for the right reasons.
Fairly understandable.
My actions may not show it, but if I lost them, I'd probably spiral. Understandably so.
You've gone on about how much they mean to you for the past, 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure we understand, Empress.
Well, sorry, I tend to ramble. But, yeah, that's about it. And plus, I'm half asleep. I've been lacking hours, so... If I ramble, that's probably why. I've been working on...
It's
Do I
understandable.
need to send Hypnos up here?
Oh no.
Hypnos has probably visited me more than once because I'm lacking in 8 hours of sleep. I've actually not slept. If I will be
Well,
honest,
I can always get them to pay a little visit to you.
probably, but then nothing will get done. Justin already has his hands full. And Pandora's Law is coming up, so
If there's
need to
any
visit
minor
someone else.
if there's any minor delegation tasks, I don't mind taking on some more, Empress.
You could go with Justin on the next. I do believe you have to visit somebody. Not entirely sure who, but whoever it is, better be prepared with the Pandora's Law.
Alright.
Anyways, I might have to go to bed. Beans, you do what you have to do, but Mom's really tired. I feel like if I stay up any longer, I'm going to... we don't want that to happen. So, Uncle Hades, I will leave you be with my kids. Swanson, just watch over them, and I'll talk to you. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yep, that's a sign.
Okay.
Quite the protective one, isn't she?
I'm thinking I need to make sure she sleeps more often.
Not to worry about that. I've already notified Hypnos. They'll give them a little bit of a visit shortly.
Understandable.
God of Sleep, by the way. Works in my house.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
truly don't know the Greek myths very well. One of the major things I regret.
Well, just one of the minor chthonic gods that works down in the underworld with me.
Mm.
You do seem to have a lot of folk in your employ. Then again, you are the god of the underworld.
Well, I could go on for days talking about who's down there. It's not just me, but it's Zagreus, sometimes Persephone, depending on the season. Well, actually, that's actually different nowadays, but I'll tell you more about that soon. And then there's Hecate, Hypnos, Thanatos, all of them. There's a lot of nice names that work in the house. Some names that you probably wouldn't even think would even work there also do. But one day you'll get the luxury of coming down there.
I look forward to it.
I mean, hell, you could even pet Cerberus if you truly wanted to.
You have now gotten my hopes up. You are not allowed to destroy them on that.
Just be warned, though, Cerberus doesn't take too kind to people that are not really amongst the bloodline unless I have to be there to tell them to stand down. Because, well,
Understandable.
they're doing their job. But since you have, well, God-born blood inside of you, I don't see why they wouldn't let you through. Well, in the meantime, I'd rather get going myself. You two,
Okay.
it was very, very nice to meet you. Hopefully I'll see you again in the future, and remember to behave, especially around your mother. Okay?
I want to see Persephone next time.
Next time you decide to summon me, I'll bring Persephone, okay?
Yeah.
Also, don't tell your mother that I gave you some sweets, okay?
We won't.
Okay.
Those potions that you drank are supposed to flush it out your system, so it'll take effect in a bit, but don't worry. You'll be completely fine.
All
Uncle
right.
Hades knows what he's doing.
What's an uncle for if not to spoil some fellas a bit?
Mhm.
It's nice to get to know the family. Very, very nice.
Glad you have an opportunity now to.
And to you, Swanson, well, whenever you're ready to talk to me again, you know where to find me.
That I do. Take care.
Stay well
Hades.
up. Stay well, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Bye. I'm getting kind of tired after all this sleep.
Well, would you like to head back to your home? I can escort y'all.
All right. I'm getting extremely tired.
Let's go
Mm.
home.
I definitely can say that I basically had sweets for dinner.
I mean, you got sweets given to y'all by a god. I mean,
Yeah. Shh, we don't tell Mom that I had sweets for dinner.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Mm. It's so beautiful, the sunset. Or is that sunrise?
I do believe
Oh.
that's a sunrise.
Oh,
It turned night while we were in the library.
I don't go.
Take care, you two.
Look at that.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mm.
The kids are cute, yes, but Hades totally didn't just say that I had God-born blood in front of them, and they also totally didn't just say my name. Shit. Oh, Lord. Mentally. really just hope they don't mention that to their mother. I'm not gonna threaten kids. I'm not gonna threaten kids. So, oh Lord, what do I do? Ah, so don't bribe children. How do you bribe children? Probably sweets. I don't have sweets. I have beetroot. Alright. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh Lord. 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 Oh, so the Queen totally didn't just tell me that they had trust in me, while also saying that they believed trust was, like, foolish. I don't know what to think of that one, because that seems like they're telling me falsehoods, or they're trusting me despite the situation. Whatever the case, why is it that every time I meet a god, I go away feeling like I'm about to have a mental crisis? Like, I know Hades doesn't try to do this, but Lord, this is what happens when you keep secrets. This is what happens when you keep secrets, Swanson. This is what happens. I feel like I have 3 names. I go by my last name, I have a first name, and apparently I'm Phoebe. I'm doing it all, folks. 3 in 1, right here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, I really hope the kids didn't process it fully. I also hope they don't mention it at all. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure Phoebe is a very vague fella. So I don't really think, even if it was mentioned, I mean, I could just say it was my first name. I can just say it's my first name. Perfect. They don't know my first name. Only Justin knows my first name. We've done it. We've thought of the excuse. For 5 seconds, it sounded like the ice was breaking, and I was about to have another crisis on my hands. Perhaps. There are 2 possibilities with that, truly. Bribe them with cookies also. Let me go figure out how to make cookies in the next 5 minutes. Hold up. Oh, Lord. I know. I don't set out to anger the Queen. Although, unfortunately, more and more I'm starting to disagree with. As always, I say the Empress is an interesting fella. Because I feel like they have what it takes, in a sense, to be a pretty good ruler. But they also, at the same time, have what it takes to be a very bad one, in the sense of their policies and whatnot. And sometimes it seems like they're leaning more towards the latter. And it's not like I can quite do stuff to stop it. I mean, certainly I can try, but my words will only go so far. And sometimes, if you say too much, they won't listen no more. It does depend on those kids. All the more reason to make sure I keep an eye on them. Although Chris did let me know of a protest, apparently, that someone wants them to join. Yeah. I wonder what that's about, truly. Please note my sarcasm. Yeah, predictable, but also not. It's understandable that they scare you. It's not like... The fear that I get ain't like a sort of, I'm scared for my life in a sense. It's more so I'm scared of what they're gonna do with the information. Which is more like, I'm not thinking it's gonna end me. I don't think it's gonna do anything that drastic. I just don't feel like I may like the outcome sometimes. Yeah, that was a question I should have asked. How much was their lemonade? If they were to become, like, what, millionaires or something? What? Yeah, keep on their good side and hope it works out. But that's the other thing. I'm not afraid to get on their bad side. You see, I operate not based on, you know, what I want others to think of me. I operate based on my own morals. So if it comes down to it, my own side is always the side I'm on. It's just frustrating sometimes. They probably were selling to some villagers, to be honest. But how many villagers did they sell it to? Truly, there's not enough of us other fellas for them to get rich off of lemonade, I don't think, in 3 days. Yeah, I suppose it could be scary if I say no when they get upset, but if it happens, it happens. I'd rather live a life that I can be proud of rather than live like, well, one I'd be ashamed of. And I'd frankly be ashamed of. Yeah, I would side with myself above everyone else. In truth, that's kind of how it always is. I'm always on my own side. It's just at times I do align with other sides. Normally that's the law. I like to imagine that my side is the law, in a sense. As usual, things get more and more complicated. Every time I leave Talon Peaks, things seem to get more and more complicated. Damn, why are there so many fucking streams around here? Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if they were saying that to placiate me, or placate. It was a threat, clear and simple. And even then, I did say, I don't really appreciate it when you threaten those under me either. They're my folks, and I tend to try to look out for them. In any case, seems like that'll be the end of today. Sorry I didn't get to ask y'all's question. I just didn't really see a good place to cut in away from the more serious talk, to be honest. The only question is why. I mean, why threaten? Is that it? I suppose I can try to get to know the Empress a bit more. I mean, I have enough opportunity to easily hang around him, to be honest. But if I manage to find out who Artemis is, I think it was Artemis, that we don't know, well, I might have even better reason to talk to him. Whatever the case, I'm gonna get some shut-eye now. We'll see what we figure out next time, fellas.